Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today is the 22nd of July 2025 and the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies have marginally gone down. But the good thing guys is if you look at the volume of stable coins, it is definitely looking stronger. And as I often say guys, if the prices are going down, but let's say if the volume of stable coins is picking up pace, it does give an indication that people are parking the Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies onto stable coins. And if that thing happens guys, it is definitely not worrisome. But what is really interesting to note guys is, since the last 24 hours, the dominance of Ethereum has definitely picked up pace, whereas the dominance of Bitcoin has marginally gone down. And the reason for this is pretty simple guys. Looks like BlackRock is now focusing on Ethereum validators. Now at this point of time I do not have concrete information regarding this because there are rumors circulating regarding this right now. But what I'll do guys, in the episode that I release tomorrow, that is 23rd of July, I'll go ahead and get information from source that is directly from BlackRock, and let's see what the update is regarding Ethereum ETF and BlackRock. Now look guys, since the last few months I'm noticing is the ETF inflows is now giving an indication as to which direction the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are heading towards. And since the last 24 hours, the ETF inflows have gone down as well. So these are some new metrics we should be looking at, I guess. Now in today's episode, we'll definitely go ahead and touch base on that. But what I want to touch base is the first thing regarding President Donald Trump. And whether you like him or not, guys, he's always in the news, even in the world of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, isn't it? And in today's news, guys, his media company, that is Trump Media and Technology Group, they have announced its purchase of Bitcoin Treasury, which has reached $2 billion. So we'll definitely go ahead and explore what this news is all about. Now, according to me, guys, this is definitely positive news. So we'll definitely go ahead and discuss more information regarding this. And it is needless to say, guys, 2025 is all about treasuries in it. And few days ago, I talked about Ethereum Treasury, guys. But today we have an interesting development. And one of the companies, guys, they bought a staggering $500 million. But they have purchased Dogecoin, and because of that, guys, the prices of Dogecoin is pumped up by well over 30% as well. Now imagine, guys, buying $500 million worth of Dogecoin and putting into treasury. I'm pretty much sure the founders and creators of Dogecoin would have definitely not anticipated this, isn't it? But we'll definitely go ahead and explore what this news is all about. Now the next news, guys, is all the way from United Kingdom, and the UK Chancellor, guys, looks like she wants to replicate what Germany did last year. And she's actually weighing a potential to go ahead and dump $7.2 billion worth of Bitcoin. Now, I'm pretty much sure a lot of politicians and her colleagues are definitely not happy about it. But look, as if she actually does that, the prices of Bitcoin are definitely going to dump, isn't it? Now, it is needless to say that if she actually does that, it will be an absolutely terrible move. Not just for the prices, but also for the Bitcoin that they have accumulated, isn't it? Because if you look at Germany, guys, they did make a complete disaster by dumping a lot of the Bitcoin in 2024. So we'll definitely go ahead and touch base on this news. Now the next news, guys, has to do with another firm that is going in for IPO. And BitGo, guys, which by the way is a leading digital asset and custody services firm. They've also gone ahead and put the filing with Securities and Exchange Commission to go public. So we'll definitely go ahead and touch base on this news. Now Circle's move was definitely profitable, isn't it? Could it be possible they are following in the footsteps of Circle as well? Most likely yes. So it's going to be really interesting to see if this is the new narrative in the space. Now we have quite a lot of interesting things to cover, guys, in today's episode. And like we do in every Blockchain DXB podcast, we will be looking at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news, guys, is connected to a stablecoin that is issued from United Arab Emirates, and this is to do with AE coin. And the news is absolutely massive, guys. And the news is that Abu Dhabi Judiciary, guys, they've adopted digital currency for court fees, and they're doing that in partnership with Al Maria Bank. So we'll definitely go ahead and touch base on what this news is all about. Now the second news, guys, is all the way from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and it is needless to say they are leading the pack so far as artificial intelligence is concerned, isn't it? And the news is that Saudi Arabia has the first enterprise data management platform, and this particular platform is called as Governata. So what I'll do, guys, in today's episode, I'll go ahead and share more information regarding it. Now we have quite a lot of interesting things to cover, guys, in today's episode. Let's kickstart with it right away. Hey everyone, this episode is powered by a new sponsor that is Amana, and they are the region's first and fastest growing regulated all-in-one trading and investing app. So look, guys, whether you're looking into investing in US stocks like Apple or Tesla, or mega giants like ADNOC or Salik, Amana puts the financial markets on your fingertips. It includes gold, foreign exchange, ETFs, futures, commodities, and guess what, guys? They have over 375 cryptocurrencies, and this makes them the biggest crypto selection in the region. Now for the Blockchain DXB listeners guys, if you want to go and build long-term wealth without thinking about it every day, explore Amana's pre-built auto investment plans, and all you have to do is set your monthly budget, choose your preferred asset category, and let Amana automate the investing for you. Zero fees, zero lockups, 100% customizable. And here's the thing guys, funding your account is easier than ever. You can fund your account with Apple Pay, Google Pay, credit cards, instant bank deposits, and even crypto wallets. No friction and no hassles. And the best part is guys, let's say if you need support, you would absolutely love Amana for this, cause they offer 24/6 human customer service, as well as a personalized sales support, real people, real help, and the customer support is in English as well as in Arabic. And for the Blockchain DXB listener and community guys, I do have something really exclusive for you. What you can do is register with Amana using the code Blockchain DXB, or you can also use the link that is in the show notes below. And here's the best part guys, once you register, fund your account with a minimum of $100 and at least go ahead and make one trade, and then you'll receive a $100 trading bonus credit to your account the following month. But look guys, it's real important to note, the bonus is non-withdrawable. It is there to help you trade and learn. So look guys, if you're looking for a transparent, powerful and easy to use app, that's Amana for you. So what are you waiting for guys? Download the app now, or you can also visit the website that is amana.app, and don't forget to use the code Blockchain DXB. And Amana guys is all markets one app. Next guys, I'm happy to announce that Blockchain DXB is the official media partner with one of the OGs in the cryptocurrency and blockchain event space, and that is Blockchain Futuristic Conference taking place in Florida this year, as well as ETH Women taking place simultaneously. And trust me guys, this is an event that you don't want to miss, isn't it? Cause for the very first time, North America's most immersive Web3 event is heading to the United States of America, and the Blockchain Futurist Conference and ETH Women event is actually taking place between the 5th and 6th of November. And the location is absolutely stunning guys. It is taking place at Guitar Hotel at Hard Rock, which is in Hollywood, Florida. That's right guys, palm trees, panels, and the biggest mind in blockchain and cryptocurrencies all in one place. So there will be multi-stage panels, NFT galleries, DeFi showcases, hand-on tech demos, metaverse experiences, even outdoor VIP cabanas and quite a lot more. And the Guitar Hotel at Hard Rock guys is one of the most iconic venues in the country. So look guys, if you're in the Web3 space, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, or even artificial intelligence space, or just want to do some serious networking, this is the place that you got to be. And to all of you Blockchain DXB listeners guys, we have something really interesting for you, cause you can get a 25% off the tickets. So just use the code DXB25, and the link to the event as well as the code is in the show notes below. And as an official media partner, I'll be doing exclusive live coverage, interviews, behind the scenes access, and I will be spotlighting some of the most exciting projects shaping the future of decentralized finance tech. So if you're at the venue guys, definitely come and say hi. Maybe we can catch up for a coffee as well. So listen guys, the code is DXB25, and by using this code you will be eligible for a 25% discount. And the event is taking place between the 5th and 6th of November 2025 at the iconic Guitar Hotel at Hard Rock, that is in Hollywood, Florida. And in the show notes below guys, there's all contact details for Blockchain Futuristic Conference Florida 2025, as well as ETH Women. And look guys, this is the future of blockchain technology brought into life, so don't just read about it, be there and head to the website that is futuristconference.com and go ahead and use the code DXB25. So see you at the event. Next, Advanced Media. Advanced Media guys is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well, and Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing guys, they're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously, and they're focusing on 3 P's, that is people, planet and prosperity. Now listen guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website that is www.ant.tv. And here's the beautiful thing guys, you also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMD scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE. So definitely check it out. And also, guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing, and hosting training workshops, seminars, and community events that educate, inform, and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen, guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gulf Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs, and these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen, guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing, go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform, check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And finally, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now, guys, since you're taking care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now, since the last 24 hours, guys, the global cryptocurrency market has marginally gone down. And as I've been saying since the last few days, guys, the ETF inflows is giving a good matrix, isn't it? And today, the ETF inflows is at $165 million. Now, on an average given day, guys, this number is around the $400 to $600 million mark. And on certain days where the ETF inflows goes above the $1 billion mark, that is the time when the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies tend to pump up. Now, when the United States of America did actually attack Iran, guys, the ETF inflows was a negative, which meant that there were more outflows. And at that point of time, guys, the prices of Bitcoin did actually go below the $100,000 mark. Now, the good thing, guys, is since the last 24 hours, the volume of stable coins has definitely gone off the chart. And today it is at $260 billion. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, when the volume of stable coin increases, it does give us some breather that people are converting the cryptocurrencies onto stable coins rather than dumping the tokens onto fiat currency, isn't it? So keeping that thing in mind, guys, the numbers are definitely not that bad. So what I'd really recommend you to do is keep a track of 2 metrics tomorrow and day after. The first one is the 24-hour trading volume, and the second one is the 24-hour volume of decentralized exchanges. Now, unfortunately, guys, the volume of decentralized exchanges hasn't picked up pace, so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens over the next coming days. Now, let's quickly run through some metrics regarding decentralized exchanges. And today, in terms of dollar amount, it is $17.36 billion. And one matrix which I've been looking at since the last few days, that is connected to total fees. And today, that amount is $98.78 million. Now, since the last few days, guys, the total value locked has definitely been picking up pace, isn't it? And as I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the episode, guys, I just saw some news regarding BlackRock getting into Ethereum ETF, but this is more connected to validators and total value locked. So today, the total value locked is $139.28 billion. Let's see what the matrix is tomorrow. And what I'll do is, guys, I'll go ahead and look at information from first source. Now, that thing being said, guys, the decentralized exchange today is at 46.74%. But the volume of decentralized exchanges isn't that great. So there is a very high possibility a lot of centralized exchanges are using decentralized exchanges in it. And for some bizarre reason, guys, the total value locked since the last 24 hours has also gone down. And I've been noticing this for the last 3 months. The total value lock connected to real world assets is relatively consistent. But since the last 24 hours, it has taken a massive hit and it is down to $12.44 billion. And if you run through the volume of decentralized exchanges, PancakeSwap is leading the pack with $5.36 billion. Uniswap is at $3.51 billion. Radium is at number 3rd with $1.33 billion. At number 4th, guys, is Orca, but its volume is below the $1 billion mark. It is at $877.12 million. And so far as Aerodrome is concerned, guys, the 24-hour trading volume is $704.49 million. Now, what I'm really liking, guys, since the last 24 hours is the volume of stable coins. And the volume of stable coins is definitely off the chart. And Tether USDT's volume is $149.17 billion. Circle USDC is at number 2nd with $17.46 billion. And finally, at number 3rd is FDUSD at $9.63 billion. Now, since the last 24 hours, guys, the dominance of Ethereum has been picking up pace, and today it is at 11.55%. But so far as the dominance of Bitcoin is concerned, guys, it has gone below the 60% mark. It is at 59.90%. And yesterday, guys, if you looked at the 24-hour trading volume, the 24-hour trading volume of Ethereum was almost 80% of that of Bitcoin, isn't it? Today, guys, the percentage is relatively less. So based on the matrix, what it actually means is a lot of selling is going on, particularly regarding Bitcoin, because the prices of Bitcoin has been falling down, isn't it? And if you look at the 24-hour trading volume of Bitcoin, today it is at $72.04 billion, whereas Ethereum is at $49.3 billion. And Bitcoin's market cap, guys, today is at $2.33 trillion, whereas Ethereum's market cap is at $448 billion. Now, every day in the Blockchain DXB podcast, I tend to look at one new matrix, isn't it? And what I want to do, guys, today, after a very long time, I want to look at the top 5 best NFT marketplaces. And if I'm not mistaken, I did actually revisit this data roughly around 2 months ago. And at that point of time, guys, OpenSea was at number 1. But today, Blur has taken the number 1 spot. And in terms of dollar amount, it is $11.09 million. Now, I'm looking at this information via dappradar.com, guys, and it does actually state that this particular information is spread across a period of time. And if you actually hover under the volume section, guys, it does actually state that this particular matrix is over a period of time. And I'm just hoping that this particular matrix is since the last 24 hours. Now, as of now, guys, the volume is at $11.09 million. And so far as OpenSea is concerned, the 24-hour volume is $2.17 million. The third one is Magic Eden at $1.54 million. CryptoPunks, guys, is at number 4th with $1.32 million, and Courtyard is at number 5th, but the volume is below the $1 million mark. It is at $735,000. Now, guys, let's go and look at the king of all kings, that is Bitcoin. And unfortunately, guys, the prices of Bitcoin has taken a hit. And today, the price of Bitcoin is at $116,908. And since the last 24 hours, it is down by 1.20%. And since the last 7 days, it is actually down by 0.13%. Ethereum, guys, if you look at it from a 7-day point of view, it is actually up by 25.30%. But since the last 24 hours, it is actually down by 1.51%. And the price of Ethereum is at $3,712. Now, there is a very high possibility, guys, over the next 48 to 72 hours, we might be getting some additional information now. Because based on my understanding, guys, over the weekend, President Donald Trump did actually sign the Genius Act, isn't it? And that, despite having certain loopholes, guys, is a massive win for the cryptocurrency space as such. So the price is falling down does not make a lot of sense. But look, guys, if you look at the price of Ripple or XRP, right now it is at $3.48. And since the last 24 hours, it is actually down by 0.67%. But since the last 7 days, it is actually up by 21.47%. Now look, guys, it is needless to say that when you talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies now, President Donald Trump is in the news every second day, isn't it? And regarding his media company, that is TMTG or Trump Media and Technology Group, roughly around a month ago, guys, they did actually make clear intentions regarding the purchase of Bitcoin. And they also got a lot of investors to join them as well. So what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, Rather than listening to mainstream media, go to the official website of Trump Media and Technology Group, and towards the right side you will see a press section, and try to go and read through all of that information, guys. And I've taken out information directly from the first source, and based on the official sources, guys, Trump Media and Technology Group have announced the purchase of Bitcoin Treasury for $2 billion. And the official source also states that the operator of Truth Social, as well as streaming platform Truth Plus, and the fintech brand Truth.fi now holds Bitcoin and related securities, making up 2/3 of its $3 billion in liquid assets. Now look, as this particular news is absolutely massive, and I'm pretty much sure the politicians will try to replicate something similar. And if you actually go to the official website of Trump Media Technology Group, guys, on the 27th of May 2025, they did actually announce approximately $2.5 billion Bitcoin Treasury deal. And just few days after that, on the 30th of May, guys, they even closed the Bitcoin Treasury deal. And on the 5th of June, there were two news. The first one is that they filed registration for statement for Bitcoin ETF. And on the very same day, guys, they also filed S3 registration statement from previously announced Bitcoin Treasury deal. And in just a matter of a week, on the 13th of June, guys, there is official document that clearly states the registration statement from Trump Media Bitcoin Treasury deal becomes effective. So look, guys, what I'd really recommend you to do is go to the official website by Trump Media Technology Group and just read through the official sources, because there is a lot of misleading and incorrect information, particularly regarding President Donald Trump as Senate. And when you talk about his move regarding Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, guys, a lot of the Democrats are definitely not happy about it. But look, guys, news such as this, according to me, is definitely bullish. Now, along with Bitcoin Treasury, guys, there is this new narrative regarding treasury firms, and last week I was talking about Ethereum treasury firms, but this news, guys, is regarding Dogecoin treasury firm. And check this out, guys, just because of this news, the prices of Dogecoin did actually pump up by well over 30%, and a company called as Bitcoin Origin Ltd, guys, they announced purchase of 40.5 million Dogecoin tokens, and this was at an average price of 0.2466 cents, and each of them were part of the new digital asset treasury strategy. And here's the thing, guys, this entire initiative is backed by capital facilities of up to $500 million, and this news, guys, marks the company's first acquisition under the plan. And as of July 21st, guys, Origin currently holds approximately 40.5 million Dogecoin. But here's the interesting thing, guys, because of the announcement, the prices did actually pump up by 30%. So imagine profiting 30% in just a matter of 24 hours because of the $500 investment. What you can do is you can literally go ahead and dump a lot of these Dogecoins as well, isn't it? But if that thing happens, I'm pretty much sure the Dogecoin army will definitely not be happy about it. Now, regarding this company's initiative regarding Dogecoin treasury firm, guys, the CEO highlighted Dogecoin's growing potential for micropayments, and the CEO cited increased developer activity and institutional interest. So could it be possible, guys, towards the end of this year, we might even get a Dogecoin approved by the US Securities and Exchange Commission? There is a very high possibility for that thing to happen, isn't it? And regarding Origin, guys, they are a US operating firm, but they are based in Singapore. But it's important to note, guys, they are focused on crypto mining, as well as broader blockchain initiative as part of the growth strategy. Now, I'm really curious to check, guys, how the prices are going to be reacting over the next few days. Definitely crazy and interesting times ahead, isn't it? Now, let's go ahead and discuss next news regarding IPO, guys. And since the last 2 weeks, I'm covering quite a lot of similar news, isn't it? But this news, guys, is connected to BitGo, which, by the way, is a leading digital asset custody and service firm. And they have announced a plan to go public, but this is more of a confidential filing, guys. And this particular article is actually published by Business Wire. And the article via Business Wire states that they have officially signed for an initial public offering via Securities and Exchange Commission. And so far as BitGo is concerned, guys, they are valued at $1.75 billion, and this was following a $100 million raise in 2023. And the company currently oversees more than $100 billion in assets. Now, regarding these details, guys, it is not available at this point of time. And even the numbers or pricings weren't disclosed, which is a bit strange but not surprising, is because they're intentionally not making it public, isn't it? Because usually what happens is all of the SEC filings, guys, is actually available to the public, and I often tend to source them in the show notes. But this particular article, guys, is actually published by a Business Wire. And earlier this year, guys, BitGo also secured a MiCA license from Germany's BaFin, which allowed them to offer regulated crypto services from European Union. So definitely interesting news. Now, unfortunately, guys, the next news I'm going to be talking about is not a positive news. And this is connected to UK Chancellor, guys. And the news essentially is that Rachel Reeves, The UK Chancellor is considering a 5 billion UK pounds, which is approximately $7.2 billion worth of Bitcoin sell-off, and according to the news guys, it is part of the effort to plug a growing budget gap, and the Home Office is working with police forces, and it is currently exploring a crypto storage and realization framework, and the reason they are doing that is because they want to securely hold and sell seized digital assets. And here's the interesting thing guys, the proceeds of these sales will be shared between law enforcement and treasury. Now interestingly guys, in 2018, just one raid by them did actually recover 61,000 Bitcoin, which is now worth approximately 5.4 billion pounds. But this is taking into consideration the price of Bitcoin at $123,000. And regarding this news guys, with public finances under pressure from rising borrowing costs and slow growth, the economists in UK are saying that they need $20 billion, and this is needed by autumn. So look guys, it's going to be really interesting to see if they actually go and dump a lot of these Bitcoin. And when the news comes out, I'm pretty much sure the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will be falling down miserably, isn't it? And regarding this news guys, while law enforcement agencies typically handle crypto seizures, the Treasury is closely monitoring what could become a significant windfall. Though selling quickly risks criticism similar to Gordon Brown's infamous gold sales, isn't it? And I believe guys, in the episode that I released yesterday, I talked about Nigel Farage, who is a massive advocate of Bitcoin, and he's accepting not just Bitcoin but other cryptocurrencies as donation as well, isn't it? But because of that, the Labour Party is not happy about it. So it's going to be really interesting to see guys, if the UK Chancellor does decide to go and dump a lot of these Bitcoin. And despite legal complexities and ongoing victim claims, experts and economists are arguing that these seized digital assets could actually provide a vital short-term boost to Britain's strained finances. But look guys, it's going to be really interesting to see if she actually goes and dumps a lot of these Bitcoin. So what I'd really urge you to do is guys, keep attacking Rachel Reeves, because she's the Chancellor since July of 2024. And look guys, it is absolutely no surprise which political party she is from. I'm pretty much sure she's definitely from the Labour Party, isn't it? And historically guys, I've always said this, right-wing ideologies are definitely in favor of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, but left-leaning ideologies are definitely not fans of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now so far as UK is concerned guys, Labour Party is definitely left-leaning, isn't it? So I'm pretty much sure Rachel Reeves is definitely from the Labour Party. Let me know guys, what I'd really urge you to do is do a Google search and let me know if she's from the Conservative Party or from the Labour Party. So those were some macro level newscasts on the Bitcoin blockchain cryptocurrency world. Now let's go ahead and look at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. And the first news is that Abu Dhabi Judiciary guys, they have adopted digital currency for court fees. So let me go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Cause ADJD, that is Abu Dhabi Judicial Department guys, they have partnered with Al Maria Bank and they want to adopt digital currencies for court and legal services fees, and they have become the first government entity in Middle East to officially accept AECON for payments. And this news guys marks a major step in digitizing government services and enhancing user experiences in it, and part of the UAE's broader drive is towards a fully integrated digital economy. And look guys, this particular news supports the vision of His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan for a modern innovative judicial system, isn't it? And it does align with UAE's leadership push for rapid digital transformation in government services. And the Councillor Yusuf Saeed Al-Bri guys highlighted the strategy to diversify payment methods and embrace fintech, and this initiative guys strengthens institutional cooperation between judicial and financial sectors. And so far as ADJD is concerned, that is Abu Dhabi Judicial Department guys, it is focused on building a strategic partnership with leading banking institutions. And so far as Al Maria Bank is concerned, it does see itself as setting a benchmark for secure and future-ready public services. And so far as the stablecoin, that is AECON, is concerned guys, it is regulated by the UAE Central Bank and it does ensure security and compliance. So now with this news guys, users can pay court fees via AC Wallet, offering a fully digital rapid alternative to traditional methods. And this particular move guys sets a regional precedent for integrating digital currencies in public sector services, and it is expected to pave the way for broader adoption of AECOin, and this is across government platforms and institutions. So definitely brilliant news, isn't it? But look guys, me personally, I do have a bit of apprehensions regarding AECOin, because in order to get the AECOin, you need to go and download only a specific wallet. Does this mean that you cannot use AECOin with other wallets? I really am not sure what the answer to this is. And after you go and download the wallet guys, you need to go and fund it with Al Maria Bank. I really am not sure if there is a possibility to go and fund it with other banks. Maybe that is in the pipeline, and I'm definitely hoping they do that, because when you talk about either USDT or Circle USDC guys, you can go and fund it with absolutely any bank, isn't it? So it's going to be really interesting to see what the development of AECOin is. Now guys, let's go and discuss the second news, and this is connected to Governata. And Governator, guys, is Saudi Arabia's first enterprise data management platform. And it is the first and only Saudi-made Arabic solution for government data compliance, and it does support Saudi Vision 2030 by driving digital transformation and data governance, and it does provide data governance and decision-making for public and private sectors, and they use machine learning and generative AI to power decision-making. And so far as the first product is concerned, guys, it is an Arabic interface data governance software for local organizations, and it helps them comply with national data regulations while at the same time treating data as a strategic asset, and it also allows monitoring of compliance, protection and classification of data, and it also streamlines data governance process to build strong data foundations, and it also prepares organizations for responsible generative AI adoption, and it also, guys, offers intuitive Arabic friendly interface which is fully aligned with NDMO standards, and it includes automated compliance tracking for data maturity and NDMO reporting, and it provides personal data protection in line with Saudi PDPL as well. And they also have a centralized data catalog and classification for better asset management, and it also ensures data quality and lineage, tracking flow and transformations, and it features users and access management, configurable by action, department or even classifications. And at this point of time, guys, it is absolutely cloud ready, and it can be hosted on premises or run as service as a solution for flexibility. And they've also partnered with advisory firms and system integrators for implementation, and they offer consulting services and training tailored to NDMO requirements. And so far as Governator is concerned, guys, it was actually founded by Jamil Mohand, Jihad Sanan and Khalid Al-Mudiafir, who are experts in data, artificial intelligence and tech startup, and they aim to enhance Saudi Arabia's digital asset trust and security, and it is designed to turn compliance into competitive advantage with automation and efficiency. And they definitely have global aspirations, guys, as they are planning a unified AI-driven decision-making platform for the MENA region. So definitely interesting news, isn't it? So these were the news, guys, on the Bitcoin blockchain, cryptocurrency, and artificial intelligence world from Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Now for the next few minutes is going to be an Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's kickstart with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's Josh from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. I have a question by Dave who asks, what are the dangers associated with treasury firms, and what is your honest opinion on it? This, to be honest, Dave, is such a brilliant question, but it does have a very easy answer as well. Now look, when you talk about treasury firms, particularly connected to Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, the biggest danger is volatility, isn't it? Now the only reason why people are putting a lot of the cryptocurrencies onto treasury firms is because Michael Saylor is the one who's advocating for it. Now roughly around 2 months ago, Dave, I did actually go live with the managing director of On Ramina, and he did actually lay out certain fantastic points regarding the dangers of treasury firms. And he talked about, let's say if the prices do actually go down, a lot of these smaller firms can actually get liquidated. Now regarding the firm that I talked about regarding Bitcoin Origin, they have taken a really bold move by putting $500 million worth of Dogecoin into treasury. But look, if you look at it from a short-term point of view, the price of Dogecoin is up by 36% already. Could it be possible they can go and dump a lot of these coins now? I'm pretty much sure that will be considered as market manipulation, isn't it? So me personally, I'm definitely not a fan of it. And especially when you talk about smaller firms, it does pose a massive element of risk, isn't it? Because look, the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is absolutely volatile. Just look at the price of Bitcoin, Dave. Just a little over 2 weeks ago, it did actually reach a new all-time high. And the price of Bitcoin was hovering around $122,000 to $133,000, isn't it? Imagine a small firm does go out and buy Bitcoin and put it into treasuries. And when there's price fluctuation, they could be completely liquidated, isn't it? And I'm pretty much sure the shareholders will not be happy about it. So my suggestion is probably to put a basket of cryptocurrencies. What about stable coins? I do think in countries where there is a lot of inflation, particularly in Argentina or certain South Asian countries, it does make a lot of sense to go and just buy it at the USDT and put it into the balance sheet. As a matter of fact, a lot of individuals are already doing that. What they tend to do is save whatever salary that they get, they literally convert it into Tether USDT, and because the inflation is going off the chart, by the end of the year when they compare the savings in USDT, which is connected to US dollars in it, they are definitely definitely in a much better position, no? So look, whatever I'm saying is definitely not financial advice, Dave. But what I'd really recommend smaller firms to do is probably have a basket of cryptocurrencies and even stable coins. But for trillion-dollar companies such as BlackRock and Vanguard, it does make a lot of sense for them to go ahead and put Bitcoin into treasury firms, isn't it? Because let's say if there is some volatility, they do have the bandwidth to go ahead and manage it. But what about having Bitcoin at a national level? This is what the Republicans and a lot of Bitcoin maximalists are advocating, isn't it? Let's see if a nation does actually announce that they've gone ahead and purchased Bitcoin and put it into treasury. I do think it'll be an absolutely game changer, isn't it? Right now, only the Republican states are doing it, but let's say if it is done at a federal level, Dave, I do think it'll be an absolutely game changer. But as I mentioned earlier, when you talk about politics, right wing ideologies and politicians may actually aim towards doing that, but left leaning ideologies will definitely go ahead and dump a lot of the Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So it's going to be really interesting to see what the future of treasury firms is, but definitely an interesting question. And that's about all, guys, from the Ask Me Anything series on Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Remember, Monday to Thursdays, we have Blockchain DXB podcast, where we cover top news and information pertaining to the process. We look at geopolitical news. We also look at the latest technological developments, and then we look at 2 news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East. We also look at the latest technological developments from the Middle East area. We look at partnership and technological developments from the Middle East region. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.